Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports to
Hello.
Songs podcast. This is season 6, episode number 42, the Songs edition, Andy.
Yes.
It's
Power
August
Grid Smooth.
August 28th, 2025, Labor Day weekend coming up. We've got a songs episode here, songs edition. It's going to be an album review. Tonight, it's going to be a band we've never touched before. We've never focused. We've never really even brought them up, but we're going to do an album review and see what the listeners say. It's rock. It's metal. You could call it. You could call it heavy metal, but it's
Yep.
Stone Sour. Here's the album we're going to do.
A little out of our comfort zone.
Yes. We're going to do Stone Sour, Come Whatever May. This is 2006. This was released. 2006. There's the album cover. And this is Come Whatever May is the second studio album by American rock band Stone Sour. Released on Roadrunner Records, recorded and produced by Nick Raskulinecz, and the band at the Studio 606 in LA. So a lot of connections here. The 606 studio is the Foo Fighters. That's Dave Grohl's personal studio there that he created. They got to get in there and work there to record this. And Nick Raskulinecz is the old grunge, big time producer back in the day in the Seattle scene, the whole Seattle scene. He was a big time involved with that in the 90s. So now here it is, 2006, and they wanted to record there. So Stone Sour is Corey Taylor on vocals, right? Corey Taylor was with the band Slipknot. And James Root. So James Root and Corey Taylor were Slipknot. This was a side project essentially called Stone Sour. So it's good. It's not a super group, but it's veteran musicians. And in between albums, they're recording, and they said, let's record a new album. They're going to bring together 18 songs to the studio to record. Well, their drummer at the time left the band because of family constraints. So the drummer is Joel Ekman. He was ready to go on these 18 tracks, all ready to rock, the drummer, and says, you know what? I got to leave the studio for 4 weeks because my young son's diagnosis of brainstem glioma, not glaucoma. No, it's glioma.
Wow.
So he said, you know, I can't do this. I don't have the time to do this. It's a serious diagnosis. And now this left the studio recording in jeopardy. You know, so they had some things going on, and they brought in a session guy to do the drummers. And so they put all this together. Anyway, they recorded the songs, put this out there. The genre for Stone Sour, Andy, is post-grunge, alternative rock, hard rock, or heavy metal, all of them.
Yep.
This album is 48 minutes and 54 seconds long. So a long album, pretty sizable as far as what they have on there for the tracks. I never followed these guys. I never bought any of their records. It kind of came in after I was out of the rock music and started just listening to the old reruns, you know, the old stuff.
Yep.
And so Stone Sour I never got into. I don't think you did either. This is kind of I'm guessing a generational thing. I think if we were in the right
band, but I never heard any of their songs.
Yeah, if we were the right age, we probably would have loved this stuff. But it's a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. It's a speed metal, but it's got good messages. It's got good lyrics. And Corey Taylor is a very good vocalist. I didn't really, I guess, respect him that much until listening to this and reading some of the comments online. Is this guy's good? So here's the tracks. First track is 30, 30, 150. 30, 30, 150. So they have some different titles on their tracks here with different naming conventions. Next song is the title track, Come Whatever May. Third song is Hell and Consequences. Song 4 is Silly World. Song 5, Made of Scars. And so a lot of emotional topics on the lyrics here. And they do have a big following because it is you kind of had to have a rough teenage years, I guess, in and out of relationships and a family life to get a lot of these songs and the lyrics. So that's how they have their following here. Made of Scars, Reborn. Next song. Next song is Your God. Next song is Through Glass. I think a lot of people would know that song, familiar with the song called Through Glass. Next song is Socio. Next song is First Person. Next song is Cardiff. Cardiff. The Cardiff is the title of the song. I don't think they had a name of the song, and so they were writing this in Cardiff, a city in Wales in the UK, and so they just called it Cardiff. And the next song is ZZYZX Road. It might be a song about Xanax, prescription medications, and things like this. So interesting stuff. It did go platinum, Andy, and it was the first, album from Stone Sour that went platinum. Their debut came out in 2002. This is 4 years later. Their best success was the song Through Glass. And Corey Taylor showed up, he says, I'm going to do this album. And he showed up with 30 songs ready to go. 30. They got it narrowed down to 18 for the recording session. Dave Fortman was originally scheduled to produce the album, but they ended up working with Nick Raskalenix at Dave Grohl's personal studio 606 in LA. And they said, let's just go ahead and do this. And so they pushed through and did it with the new drummer. They recruited Mayorga. The drummer, is it Bob? Let's see here. Let's check it out. They bring in Roy Mayorga for drums as a session. They said, look, get us through the recording. Once we go out on tour, we'll get another guy in the band. That didn't work out. They said, let's just stay on. They converted him to a full-time member. Really good drums on this as well. They released 5 songs as singles. So Mayorga was the drummer. They got it released on the label Roadrunner. Here's the singles they released. First song is 3030-150. And then they released Through Glass, then Silly World, then Made of Scars, and then Xanax Road as the 5th. So they were making some videos. They were popular in the videos. Once again, I think it's a generational thing. It's a crowd younger than us really got into these guys. Stone Sour draws a lot of people to their concerts, to the shows, and it just never really took off here for me. I like some of the songs. I don't see myself, going back to listen. But
I'm sure I heard some of the songs. I wouldn't know them as Stone Sour off the top of my head. But I'm sure I've heard some. And
this would be for us here in the Twin Cities. 93X would have played these guys a lot. It wouldn't have been songs that we would be familiar with, knowing who the artist was, but they started doing a bunch of appearances in festivals in Europe. They played with Korn in the 2006 edition of Family Values Tour. So Korn was connected with those guys as well. They even did an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. They joined Disturbed. That was the other band. So these guys all fall kind of in the same bucket. Disturbed, same kind of deal. And then they joined Evanescence for a Canadian tour. Beauty. And so those are all bands that Andy, I think you and I never followed any one of those that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I heard them on the radio, I'd listen to it, but I never bought their stuff or earmarked it or anything like that. Or I should say, clicked as a favorite.
Yes. Correct. Now, the track Socio is about social anxiety attacks. And that has lyrics that deal with the actual attacks that Corey Taylor suffered. And Xanax Road is a love song written to Taylor's wife for helping him in his struggles against alcoholism and contemplation of suicide. So he says here on the quote is, I've never written anything like that before, but it's very important for me to tell the whole world not only how much she, my wife, saved me, but how much she means to me. So very emotional lyrics there on that, on getting up and over the hump of addiction and whatnot. Like I said, the album's 48 minutes, 54 seconds long. Fairly long, too long for my taste, I think. Here is the personnel. Corey Taylor, vocals. James Root, guitar. Josh Rand, guitar. Sean Ikonomaki, bass, and Roy Mayorga on drums. Now, one thing I did notice here on the first track, their popular track that was released as a single, Shannon Larkin plays drums. That's a Godsmack drummer, yep. Shannon Larkin. And the piano on the final song, the Xanax Road, is Rami Jaffe from Foo Fighters. So they bring in some different people to appear and guest star and guest play as some of these session guys, and there's some very good music videos to these to the songs. But anyway, they had 12 songs, 5 were released. Boy, I would say that if I was in my younger years, I probably would have liked these guys. Maybe it would have been almost too heavy. You and I are more hard rock guys, metal guys.
Hard rock, heavy metal, not the grunge.
This is really, really some heavy stuff. And it's a lot of yellow.
I didn't like it, but I didn't, like I had said, have it on a playlist or anything either. Yeah,
correct. And so I thought it was good. The music was good. Very good musicians. The bass and some of this stuff is very good. The guitars, the vocals, the production value. They had an all-star producer behind the scenes doing this. So I think that's also what helped it go platinum. But this is 2000 and all this was 2006. That entire year was 2006. They released in August. But this album's 19 years old already, Andy.
Right. Fairly new for the ones we cover, but yeah.
Yeah, and we cover a lot of stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s, all old classic rock. This is already 19 years old, but this falls under a different kind of a genre, but there's some speed metal.
Our genre too, yeah.
Some speed metal in there, but I wouldn't call it Megadeth, Metallica. It's more disturbed. It's that whole, yeah. I would call it like the bands that we mentioned.
Right.
Earlier, very similar with those guys. But now, if I hear these songs on the radio or at a bar or a concert or something, it'll make sense. But good stuff.
That
I couldn't rate it. I don't think I could rate it if I liked it or not. It's not what I like to listen to. But Stone Sour, pretty big following out there.
I think it's that stuff that intern Abby's husband listens to.
Yes, and I could see, I would bet too that the guys from Non Grata, this could be up their alley.
That's their wheelhouse. Yeah,
I could totally see that because it's new enough. You don't see Stone Sour tribute bands out there. They're too new.
A few years.
They're too new for that. But the latest band that I followed, to this day is more or less Godsmack. That's still kind of around doing things, but I like the old artists. I don't like anything that's really. I don't follow anything that's new for the most part. So,
yeah, very, very little stuff in the 2000s.
It's slim pickings out there. But if you get a chance to run across this, give it a listen. Leave your comments below if you like it or not, or some of the things you like about it.
You've done it before in the past.
We're not that well versed.
Yeah, we know some of you have done it in the past. Don't be afraid to correct Dan's pronunciation on names.
Yes, feel free. We do need to get those things corrected. Yes. We try not to make mistakes here on the show, but
every now and then we do to see if you're paying attention.
Yeah, Shannon Larkin, Rami Jaffe is on this, and it's the former, some Slipknot guys. So good stuff if you like that kind of a thing. That's our review for this week. We'll see you next week. And Andy, what's coming up next month?
Next month is September soundtracks. I had a list of 4 I was going to do. I've already crossed 2 of them off because I was bored with it already. Try to stick to soundtracks from the 80s. I thought these were big in the 80s. I liked them. Then I thought, you know what? I think I'm the only one who liked them, so I might not do them. But if you got a suggestion, I'm not afraid to mix it up. Drop us something on Facebook too or here going, hey, do this for a September soundtrack. Had one suggestion yesterday from Craig in Philly. I'm not doing that one, Craig. Sorry. No. I can't do that one because pastor listens to this show, so I can't do that album.
Yes, we have to keep that in mind. But there's 4 Thursdays in the month of September, and we're going to do September soundtrack all month. All the episodes in the month of September are going to be soundtrack albums only. So
Yep.
give us a listen and see if once again you like it or not. Let us know your comments.
Bye.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.